Welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Monday, March 9th, 2020. We're so excited to have in the studio with us, Nightcap, whenever you're ready.
Save it, you're breaking if you take me in, my love. Well, your mind, it wanders and your life goes numb and I'm falling down. And I know you have gone enough to find that view that you're longing for, and I can see the shadows disappear. There were time that breaks upon your windowsill. I don't know which way you feel. Have a heart like that. When you roll sometimes and I can see it in your eyes. Oh, it's coming like a storm. Oh, the flicker's on its way. And I have wandered around this place, just looking for something to clean my face with the heart of your dusty one.
You're watching Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Nightcap, and I wanted to start off. I know we're all musicians, we're here talking about music, but visually as a band, you have a very unique kind of, whether it's music videos, whether it's the photography shoots. Like there was one, I saw that it looked like a giant puddle in front that like reflected the city, and it was so trippy because I was like, is that real? Is that edited? Talk a little bit about kind of being in Austin and that like visual component of the music.
Yeah, definitely. Being in Austin, there's so many talented photographers in Austin that we're able to work with, and everybody's just brings a really unique set of skills and understands us based off friendships and just little experiences here and there. And I thought that's been like a really awesome thing to be a part of, just the whole community that we have in Austin, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, our music video was written, directed, shot all by people we know personally, so it's really nice for, music videos, photography, album art. We're working with people that we have a relationship with, so, while we have an aesthetic, it's really nice to have kind of their feedback and their touch on kind of what we want to look like, and it's really cool when they come up with an idea that we would have never thought of, and we just look at it and go, wow, that's really special, and that's kind of what we were going for. We would have never been able to do that without working with people that we're close with.
Yeah, because what the storyline with the new music video, Mine's Gone, was that something that the video people came to you with, or did you already have that storyline?
Yeah, that was that's like a classic situation where we met some really amazing and just creative and talented people, and we flirted with the idea of a music video for it, and a friend of ours, Gabe Long, who directed it, ended up writing the script after we'd had several conversations about it, and really blew us all away with the script that he wrote, and kind of the narrative and the story that he had based off of what we were talking about, what the song means to us, and the heaviness and the weight of that song. So that was incredible to work with that entire team. So it's just amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, lyrically, it's very meaningful and kind of like the depth that you were talking about. But it's interesting too how the music that you create kind of gives that headspace for your mind to kind of meander and wander, and kind of like those creative people being like, oh, well, I got this from the song, and you're like, oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
if that's how you got what you got out of the song, that's incredible. Yeah,
definitely, it's a wonderful thing.
Very cool. Well, if you're all ready, I know we're probably ready for some more tunes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Could it ever be love on the back of your heart peeled off? Couldn't ask you to stay long. On your every word, I'm home. I'm home. In your eyes every time I find mine, getting harder to breathe in blurred lines. Just wanna go home.
That's a brand new one.
Taking off once again for high sky. 'Cause it's all good from this mellow side. Take a seat. You know you're right on time. Take a breath. Leave worries It's time to board the plane, time to board the love plane, time to board the plane. Never look back, never look back. It's time to board the plane, time to board the love plane, time to board the plane. Never look back, never look back. Going, babe? Why don't you stay a while? Picture this. Now just put on that smile. Take a seat. I know you're right on time. Take a breath. Leave worries be. It's time to board the plane, time to board the love plane, time to board the plane. Never look back, never look back. It's time to board the plane, time to board the love plane, time to board the plane. Never look back, never look back.
You're watching Audiotree Live. We're in the studio with Nightcap. And I know there's kind of like multiple layers of how this current lineup was formed. It was like a few of you, and then Jake got added, then some other people got added. So do you just want to run through kind of the layering of how this came to be in the current lineup?
Yeah, I got that one. So Ryan and I met at college. Ryan had known Adrian from high school in New Braunfels, Texas. Ryan and I would just jam in his living room for a while, playing like drums, guitar, whatever. And then brought Adrian in and found a good friend of ours, Randon, to play drums for us. And then, you know, we kind of started getting a little bit more serious with it. We played our first show, played our second show, and there was this just beautiful blonde-haired boy playing solo guitar right before our set, and he expressed his interest in us. We poured out our love for him, and he joined the band permanently. And then Derek and I had actually, if you can like bleep this part out, we played country music together. And I knew that he had chops and kind of thought that he would round out the band really well, and brought him in, recorded our first song together, and the rest is, whatever they call it. So
Yeah. History. So do you feel that, like, as kind of when you were first doing shows, and then, like, Jake, you were doing your own solo stuff, how was that initial blend? Like, was it a pretty seamless, like, Jake solo style with kind of Nightcap, like, OG style? Was it pretty
I think it
a
was
good
like
marriage?
influence. I was playing a lot of like Kings of Leon type covers, Strokes, things like that, and I think they liked the tones and they agreed with the genre, and it the first practice altogether didn't suck, so it was kind of like, let's take a shot on that. But yeah.
Nice. And then kind of now as a holistic unit, how has the songwriting process been now that there's the addition of like Adrian and Derek and Jake? Is there still like a few people that are mainly the songwriters, or is it a collaborative effort, just jam something out? What's that process like for the band?
Different for each song.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
varies
Yeah, for
a lot.
sure.
I mean, Jake will come to me with the song that he's working on, or I'll do the same to him, and we'll just kind of talk about it and back and forth some ideas and see what sounds good. Move on to like a guitar part, and then
We live together now, so it's like constant.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
roommates. But we don't want to waste everybody's time with like, here, here's this like really small idea, which has happened in the past where they kind of grow and blossom into like a bigger idea. But
Yeah.
we like to kind of get something, like wrap our heads around one idea before bringing it to everybody else, and then
And then
everybody
it
jumps
just
in and
goes
adds
somewhere else
everything.
too.
Yeah. So then I would assume whoever brings the idea is usually the lead vocally on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think recently we've been doing more like
Together.
to where it kind of comes together a little
Yeah.
bit more, but it's a work in progress and part of the experience and journey,
Yeah. So with the you guys are kind of working on a new album. As you're kind of making the tracks for this album, is kind of a theme creeping up? Is it kind of just like one-off singles here and there? Is there kind of anything like that?
I think that's something we're working on. I think right now we have 8 to 10 songs kind of fully recorded, and probably another 10 songs that I think we feel good about getting in a room with them. So I think part of it is feeling out some of these newer songs, picking the songs that I think we feel would fit holistically into that album, because I think we don't want to have an album that's just a collection of singles. I think we want
Sure.
a more holistic experience, and so I think we probably have that within those 20 songs, and then I think it's tweaking maybe some of the ones we've recorded, some of the ones we haven't recorded, make them feel a little bit more uniform. I know some of the songs we've released are songs that upon recording the final versions for the album, they'll be a little bit different here or there, and hopefully try to find a theme for it.
Yeah. So I watched some videos from Austin City Limits, and it looked like there were some horn players on stage with y'all.
Yeah, big
Is there?
wides,
Yeah. Is
yeah.
there? Kind of talk a little bit about that. And is the album gonna have any secret like
There
guest
will be horns.
appearances? There will be
If there
horns.
be
amplifies
horns.
the sound to make you feel a little
Shakers,
better,
yeah.
absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, those are all great friends and incredible musicians. I think we met one of the band is called Big Y's Brass Band, and Big Y is like the main guy, plays the trumpet with us
Okay.
a lot. But we knew Justin, and then he came in, and Derek knew Justin and kind of introduced us to
Shout
him.
out Justin Dunlap,
Yeah.
great trombone player. All those guys are extremely talented. So there would be times where they just hop on. We're playing a show and they'll just come in. They're in town. And they'll just hop on the stage with us, and they're literally ready to go in a second.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Actually, fun story about those guys and how wicked those guys are. I shattered my elbow and I couldn't play bass, and Wyatt, who had played horn with us so many times, was picking up bass and wanting to get more into it, and I didn't even have to teach him a song. He could pick every single song that we had previously played up by ear, and I maybe tweaked him a little bit, but Easiest replacement of all time.
Yeah.
Super great guys. And
That's
this is some of
awesome.
the funniest dudes in the world.
Oh yeah. So aside from horns, are there any? I mean, you don't have to give away anything if you
Denzel
don't want
Curry.
to, but are there any other like guest instruments or kind of as you were jamming, you were like, oh, it'd be really cool if we like tried this percussive instrument or brought in like this person or that person or this instrument?
I think it might be pretty straightforward. A lot of the tones that we're kind of going for to be cohesive, and we want everything to kind of really work well. I don't know, be more creative within restriction and boundaries and bounds and stuff. But I don't know. Is there anything?
You know,
might do something on the computer.
whenever we're there, I mean, we'll just try some stuff out. If the electric oboe makes a certain sound pop just the right way.
Oh, there you go.
hell,
Oh, we used an EBow one time.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like a little magnetic thing that it resonates the strings on a guitar without playing it. That was,
Oh, okay.
We use it kind of as like a background synth. That's a little Easter egg too. EBows are very cool.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, but I think we definitely, it's kind of song per song. I know one of our songs is called The Dance, and that one has some Latin percussion on it. And you know, so it's song by song, but to that point, trying to make it cohesive and not have anything that's too out there. I think we generally kind of play with the tones probably more than we play with the instruments. That being said, I think if we get in a big enough studio with enough options, we'll play with anything. So.
Yeah, I feel like the pedal board is like your best friend and also your worst enemy because just like it's endless possibilities.
It's like a language.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, if you're ready, let's play the last couple tunes.
Cool.
Feeling confident, riding down the road like I've done it before. As I hit the speed,
The song's called Everest.
When we split, we will go, and the memories, they will flow in our heads all along. We knew it then, we was gold. When it came around again, cold breaks and it shakes your skin. I can't believe in my eyes. Only if you gonna be alone. I know where you belong with, you belong in a sacred home. And it's hard to hold on to these thoughts of us, thoughts of you. And it's tearing my heart into turning the shades of blue. Well, when it hits, the wind will blow and the ice cap shatters on the snow. Down by the bay that now you crying home for it on the go. Try to close your eyes to sleep, but you know that they're alive. Solitude, maybe that you'll find in Mount Everest if you climb. Here go. Only if you're gonna be alone. I know where you belong in a sacred home.
You're watching Audiotree Live. We've been in the studio with Nightcap. Definitely check out their Spotify for their slew of singles, and definitely be on the lookout for their new LP that they're recording. Definitely connect with them on social media for shows and tour dates and all that good stuff. Big thanks to all the awesome people here in the studio, sound engineers, camera lighting crew, you, the viewers. Check out this session and others on Apple Music, iTunes, Bandcamp, Spotify, or anywhere else you purchase and stream music. Nightcap, thank you so much for coming this afternoon and performing. Give us a shout or the band if you want to connect. And from all of us here at Audiotree Live, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?